Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. I'm playing Pizza Time Explosion again, but this time the game is done and it is out. And I'm just going to do a little showcase of it today. I'm going to wait for people to show up and send the announcement to a couple people, and then we'll get started. I hope you are all ready. It's going to be a lot of fun. And hopefully there won't be any live game development on stream this time, like there was last time. Because it should all be done. Oh, and I'm going to be playing the Steam version, just because that's a little easier. And I'm currently the only one who has that version. That version will be out December 18th. It's got a little work that's still got to be put into it. Because currently it's just the same as the itch version, but I want it to have some Steam features like achievements and all that stuff. Achievements and leaderboards. Oh, before we begin, there's one thing I gotta do. Almost forgot. You can just enjoy the music that Cassie put together for the game. Just gonna delete that file. Alright, and now we're starting fresh. Let's go! We're just gonna jump right in. Yeah, sure. 5 minutes aggro scramble circuit. I'm just gonna show off the whole game. Like I did last time, but this time it's finished, so... Oops. Not supposed to have that. Spoilers. Oh. Something didn't get deleted. That's a bunch of spoilers. Why is this still here? Uh-oh. I don't know why that would be happening. What is it reading from? Let's just start over. Sorry. I'm a fool. I should have done a little more testing before I started streaming today, I guess. It's not there. There we go. Okay, sorry about all that. Now let's begin. Alright, so this is Pizza Time Explosion. If you haven't seen it yet. Ooh. And our goal currently is to score 300 million pizzas at least. So that's what I'm going to try to do. And then we'll unlock the dump. Ooh. If you have seen this before, if you were here last stream, you might notice a few little changes already, just to sort of how the game looks. I have made some adjustments since then. There we go. Whoa! Oh, already a trading card. Neat. I think that's a different one than what I got on stream last time, so we'll definitely show you that. Oh yeah, one other thing. I should probably try and increase the bitrate, because I noticed we had some bitrate issues last time. So let's do that. Settings. We're usually at 6,000. See if I can go up to maybe like 10,000. See if that works. So I noticed, because of the background in this game, the main background that is, it didn't look the best when it was uploaded to YouTube. So hopefully that'll fix that. Ouch. Ouch. Move that, please. Oh yeah, we've already hit 300 million though, so we're good. Everything else is just extra now. Let's go for it. So yeah, what can I say about the game? Or like the making of it? Well... Oh, let's get out of there. I started this game at, I believe, the end of May. I announced the game at the beginning of April, or the end of April. April 30th I announced the game. And, I didn't work on it yet at that point, it was just announced, not worked on. And then... Oh. Let me out of here! It's getting surrounded. Yeah, so I started working on the game at the end of May. And now it is out today on November 22. And it's been kind of a long road. It came a long way since the very beginning. The first day I started working on it, I got sort of all the basics done. I got the movement. I made like the background you see here. And just before, I remember, so you know those big red borbos? Or the big red spiky guys. They're called borbos. All the spiky guys are, but that was sort of the first hazard that I came up with, for sure. I remember specifically I was walking, like, sort of randomly, sort of a random way I came up with it. I was walking around to the farmer's market with my mom and my sister, and the idea of them came to me. of like Borbos that get bigger when you get close to them. So those were the first ones I put into the game. Then we had movement. And at first they didn't do anything other than just get big. Collisions were sort of a big thing that we did early on. I worked with Biss for like a day early on to get collisions right, the way you bounce. And they are the ones who... They are the one who spearheaded getting all sort of the squash and stretch and little spinning effects when you get hit and everything. That was all their stuff in their programming, because they always got lots of that in their games that they make. So with them working on me on this one, it only seemed fitting. And for a long time, the only hazards in the game were just Borbos. I developed kind of early on the different like patterns for them, where they'll be like in a line and like in sort of like a wave. I guess I should back up a little bit and oops, game over with 1 second left. I guess I just should explain first where the concept of this game came from. I got into early development of it first. The concept of it was from kind of a random thing, where it was like... So I watched a lot of Vinesauce, and one time he played a Super Mario 64 ROM hack called Pizza Time 64, which was just like a Spider-Man 2 thing, like Peter Parker going around delivering pizzas. And oh, there's our unlock. And then in my brain, I combined Pizza Time 64 with this random game called Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion. Thank you. The high score one? Yeah, now I need 3,500,000,000. So yeah, I combined Pizza Time 64 with Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion to get Pizza Time Explosion. And that's where the concept came from. How's it going? It's going good, Biss. I was just talking about your additions to the game. How you did how you got me to do the squash and stretch stuff on the pizza and make it spin when it runs into stuff. Yeah, so that was the initial concept. The initial concept was the title, and I had to come up with, okay, what kind of a game would that be? And I thought of, okay, what if you're just getting like a whole bunch of pizzas together to like build up critical pizza mass and cause them to explode? And my initial idea for how that would be represented was in the middle there would be sort of like a ring of pizzas, and all the pizzas like form like a big circle. And I always knew that I wanted to have the thing where it like collapses in on itself when it gets more massive, but Biss is the one who wanted to make it a 3D model and convinced me to do that. Because Biss is the 3D artist. And not me, so it's only thanks to the fact that I got Biss that we could have 3D in this game. But yeah, I think it turned out really nice. I designed the texture on it so that it both looks like big pizza slices, and then as it gets closer, you see that the big pizza slices are made out, or like as it gets bigger and closer to you, you notice that the big pizza slices are actually made out of a whole bunch of small pizza slices. What kind of a game would Pizza Time Explosion even be? Let's make that. Yep, that's how I did it. And then thinking about like, okay, what hazards should there be in the game? Well, I don't think the Borbos were my initial idea, although I did want to bring them in because, you know, they were a big thing in my previous game. And I like to have continuity like that. And but I wanted to expand on them, of course. But then I thought of, okay, well, what things would be bad to get on a piece of pizza? And I was thinking about, okay, well, garbage. Of course, you don't want garbage on the pizza. And then I thought about, you don't want flies getting on the pizza. I was thinking about what things would be in like a kitchen or a restaurant or something that you wouldn't want on the pizza. I thought of rats, but like, rats don't fly. Haven't seen me in a while. Yeah, I didn't stream this week because I was busy making this. I was putting in the last push to get this done. And now here it is. You don't want olives on a pizza, but olives often go on pizza, so. I thought of rats early on as something, but like, rats don't fly, so I wasn't exactly sure how they'd be flying around in here. How they'd be moving. So all the enemies either are just something that can just kind of float there, or something that can actually like fly around. Woo. I like olives too. The tires are extra bouncy. And also early on I was thinking about, I've always wanted to have something like really big move across the screen, like these meteors. And my initial idea for that was actually giant pizza cutters that would fly across the screen. Until I got more into the idea of the garbage. And then I came up with the garbage meteors. A lot of the inspiration for how the game would work also came from Pac-Man Championship Edition 2. Specifically because I played that game a lot and enjoyed it a lot. So it's sort of the level structure and the ability to like jump to the middle anytime, and sort of the risk-reward thing with the points you get. The multiplier and everything, though, is my own invention. And also just the amount of things that are chasing after you is like Pac-Man Championship Edition. At least Pac-Man Championship Edition 2 and Pac-Man Championship Edition DX have tons of ghosts that chase you. Oh, another card. 2 cards on stream so far. Ooh. We'll show those when I'm done here. I'll show you some of the extra stuff you can unlock. That was something I came up with kind of like halfway into development. Oh! Well, we got the score we needed, so it's good. Yeah, the early days were just kind of movement and bumping into stuff. And then I moved into making the items, and then after that was the flies that would chase you. I spent a lot of time, like a lot more development went into the AI for the flies than I thought. There's in fact very little you can't have on pizza besides stuff that isn't edible to begin with. Yes, that's what all the hazards are. Here's that animation for you again. Oh yeah, and Biss made those streamers, by the way. Biss is very proud of those streamers they made. I like them too. The dance is very adorable. Seems like people are going to comment on the dance every time it's there. So the next score we need is 25 billion. So I might not make it on this difficulty, we might have to change the difficulty, but... And the fly's nest. Oh, I'll go through the intro animation again too. Here you go. Oh, thank you, Biss. This is how you get into the pizza dimension. Oh, here we go. Oh, don't let me forget to show you the extras next time. I forgot this time. No fart, the septic pester chasing you. It turns out that, or that's where the pizza dimension is. It turns out that people have been dumping their garbage in there, and she discovered that that's where the garbage chute went to, was the pizza dimension. So you get sent there. Speaking of Fart the Septic Pester, you'll be happy to hear invalid username that Biss and I are... Biss got me a Spark the Electric Jester 2 for my birthday, and we're going to be streaming that sometime soon. Now that I'm done working on this. Or at least mostly. I still gotta work on stuff for the Steam release, but other than that, I'm done. The Steam release is going to have achievements and online leaderboards. The online leaderboards is going to be a chore though, because there's 165 leaderboards I have to make. And the way Steam works, I have to make them all by hand. Like, I could have the game generate them, but they won't have, like, human-readable names, so if I want them to be categorized properly in a way that people can understand what they are, I have to put them in all by hand. So, that's kind of a chore. It's 165 of them because there's 27 modes and 6 circuits for each of the modes, and each of those combinations has to have its own leaderboard, plus the 3 endless modes, so altogether it's 165 leaderboards. Let's leave there. Also, hello Shan. Welcome to my Pizza Time stream. Oh yeah, and if anybody has any particular questions about the game, how it was put together and designed and all that, how it works, go ahead and ask. Oh, stream had an issue. Oh, there we go. Okay, stream's back. So as I was saying, if anybody has any questions about the game, as far as how it was made, how it works, what like design ideas went into it, any things like that, go ahead and ask. There's usually at least one weird hiccup during the stream for whatever reason, where the internet just kind of poops out, but it doesn't stop the stream, thankfully. There's a lot of stuff that I ended up adding in the game after I've had people test it for the first time. There's a thing in the middle of spherical pizza. It is in fact the pizza star. There's so many pizzas in it that it has reached the point of nuclear fusion, and it has become a star made of pizza. And we're making it bigger by putting more pizza in it. As it gets closer, you can see that it's made out of, or as it gets bigger and closer. Oh, I need to get the heck out of here, there's too many flies. As it gets closer and bigger, you can see that it's made out of a whole bunch of tiny little pizza slices. Look at them all! I'm going to add an achievement for defeating like a whole bunch of flies with one shot in the Steam version. Are they Gordos? They're inspired by them for sure. But I tried to make them legally distinct. Hello! Hey, we got lots of people here. Welcome to the stream. I'm showing off Pizza Time and talking about it. Oh boy. Oh no. Nope, I was pretty sure I wasn't going to reach the score on that difficulty, so let's turn it down. There's our explosion. Thank you, Elfie. Here's the high score dance again for y'all. There she goes. While I am here, let me show you what we've unlocked. So we got some extra backgrounds. I'll let the chat decide if any of you, if you want to see one of these. Which one do you want to see? We've got the notebook background, the plaid background, the fantasy clouds background, or the checkerboard background. Which would you all like to see? Got any preference? Checkerboard one. Okay, we'll go with that. Or clouds. You've wondered for a while what is special about electric prune juice. No, we'll do both. We'll do checkerboard first and then we'll do clouds. There's a couple extra ones that you can unlock too. Anyway, yeah, so what's special about electric prune juice? So, how I came up with that name is because when I was in elementary school, I was on a Lego robotics club, and one of the kids in it named our team the Electric Prunes. And so I always liked that, so as a reference, my game company is Electric Prune Juice. And then of course I'd make that a thing, an actual thing that exists in the games. So here's our trading cards. One of the kinds of pizza toppings found in the pizza dimension. She lives in a dark, damp apartment and hardly ever leaves. Just because you're a fictional representation of a mushroom, you don't have to act exactly like one, we told her, but she doesn't listen. We have red bell pepper. Studying a particular sport involving a bat and sticks in order to impress her crush. And then here's all the other cards. There's 25 of them you can find. You don't have to flip through them to get out of this menu, but I just like doing it. Cute mushroom. And then I think we unlocked a couple modifiers. Let's turn this one on. And we'll turn the difficulty down so I have a better shot at getting the thing. Alright, let's go. I like the checkerboard background. So here's one of the trails you can unlock. Oop, bumped that. I wrote the first drafts of most of the card characters. Yeah, Biss wrote a lot of the drafts for the descriptions. Thank you, Shan. So yeah, this is one of the, this trail is one of the modifiers you can unlock. I think this one was for the red bell pepper card. Oh! Biss made the trails. Just didn't like the way that they look when they disappear when you do the jump, but I kind of like how they sort of fade out like that. I think it looks nice, so I didn't really think we needed to fix it, because I think it just sort of looks good. Like that. Yes. Choo! Oh yes, Nizumi. That's actually also there's another trail for that specifically that you unlock later. I posted a picture of it the other day. Also, hello, welcome to the stream. Once again, if you got any questions about the game, feel free to ask anything about it, the development of it, what you do in the game, how the game works. Well, never fear, you can get that in this game too. There you go. Oh! How much does it cost? The game is $6 on itch.io at the moment, and it will also be $6 on Steam December 18th. Though I'm thinking of having it so that anyone who buys it on itch also gets the Steam key for it once it comes out on Steam, so I can set that up. Hello, Lilac Birdie. Oh, I'm out of pepperoni. You end up using it a lot on this circuit because there's so many flies. That's the gimmick of this circuit, is that there's just tons of flies. Oh, and as for those little cocoons that the baby flies come out of, I knew I wanted to have them, like, hatch out of something, but, like, I wasn't sure if flies do that, and they certainly don't hatch out, well, I knew for sure they don't hatch out, like, fully formed as flies. They start out as maggots, so I already knew I was not doing exactly how that works properly. But, I wanted to know, okay, at least do they have, like, do they have, like, cocoons? And yes, they do. But they're not, like communal ones. It's, like, one at a time as a cocoon. But, like, at least it's not totally made up. Put it on Switch. I would, but it's currently too much money, like too much investment for probably not as much back. It's a little too risky financially at the moment to try and put this on the Switch. I am thinking about putting it on mobile though. If it does well enough on itch and Steam, I will make a mobile version because it would be well suited for that. I wanted to get it out on Steam the same day, but it took me too long to get the Steam stuff set up, and so earliest release date I could do was December 18th, but I think that's fine, because it gives me... I needed some extra time to get stuff, achievements and everything set up anyway, so it's fine. Let's just leave. It costs money to put stuff on Switch? Yeah, you have to get... You have to, like, I think pay to be, like, a licensed developer, and you also have to buy the developer console. Which is the same cost as the Switch, plus, like, $100 more or something like that, so it's pretty expensive. And you have to, like... And then specifically for this, I need to get the new version of Game Maker, which is very expensive, and I need to get the Switch export module, which is, again, very expensive, so I'm gonna end up, like... It's gonna cost me probably up, like, around $1,000 or more to put this game on the Switch. I don't really have that kind of money to throw around at the moment, so... And then also, Nintendo apparently doesn't allow you to give out keys for free. You have to pay for keys. So that's another issue. On both itch and Steam, I can get as many keys as I want for free. Also, I'm not doing very well. We need to get 25 billion, and I'm not even close. Let's try and step up my game here. I'm trying to talk and play at the same time. It's like they don't want indie games on there. Well, they want indie games, but they want indie games that are, like, slightly bigger than, like, just one person doing their own thing, I guess, so that they have funding. Apparently games sell really well on the Switch currently, so, I mean, there's that. But I don't really, like, quite feel comfortable to make the investment yet, at the moment. I'm really happy to have it on Steam, at least. Just got back from consulting and helping with development for a WordPress site. Oh, hello, Ash. Is pineapple treated as any other topping? Actually, there's a thing where you can set up on the beginning of the game where you can choose whether or not you can put, or it says, does pineapple go on pizza? And then asks you, does anchovy go on pizza? And then if you choose yes to either of those, then they both go on there. I just have them on so that I can show all the sprites I made. Do I have a stuffy nose? Not as far as I know. Does my voice sound weird? And my Q&A is already better than Lake Feppard's. I might be a little stuffed up. Not enough that I'm like sick. Ooh. Well, let's see if I can pull this through. I got 4 minutes to get a bunch of billions. About halfway where I need to be. Let's get out of here. The multiplier can get really high at this point, so... Or like the amount I add to the multiplier can be pretty high. You can see I'm getting 9.2. 9.4. A few of those and I should be into the billions. Yeah, but there's just so many flies and I'm out of pepperoni. But I need to get all the toppings to get pepperoni back. Bad. I'll take that hit just because I really need pepperoni. Okay, let's go. I'll read the chat again in a minute here. I gotta I gotta get this going here. I only killed one fly with that. That was kind of a waste. Well, please don't send me back that way. There we go. Not back, not towards the flies. There we go. Okay, that's another billion. We need more of those. Okay, that was a bunch of them. Oh, but not enough. Oh, gosh. Okay, I think I made it. That's a lot of billions ready to go. I think we got the score we needed. There you go. I wanted to give myself a little bit of challenge, so I'm not playing on the easiest mode. I like that I can still feel challenged by this game, even though I've been playing it for months and making it because, well, I'm making it, so I've been playing this game like nearly daily for months. So I'm glad that there's still enough challenge in here that I can challenge myself with it. Okay, I'm gonna focus for a little bit longer here, then I'll check out what everyone has been saying in the chat. This stream's gotten a lot more attention than my previous stream of this game did, so I like that. Especially since it's out now, so this is when I want to get a lot of attention on it. Oh yeah, if you notice when you get hit, your health bar shows up next to the pizza for a moment. That's one of the very last things I added to the game. I added that like 2 days ago. It was just because I realized most of the time I'm staring directly at the pizza and nothing else. And so it was, I thought it would be a good idea to have important information like that show up right where I'm staring. If anybody else plays it like I do, they'd probably find it useful too. Another billion in there. Let's see if in the next minute I can get the pizza to shrink again. Collapse in on itself. And burn brighter. We're getting there. I was changing... Oh, we're gonna get really big here. Get ready. I've hit the maximum multiplier. Oh! I was making changes to the balancing... Oh, another card! I was making changes to the balancing of this game, like, right up to the end. There's a feedback from Cassie. There we go. Next stage of the Pizza Star. Oh! Once I got going, I really got going. I really outdid... We only needed 25 billion. I'm up to 776 billion. There you go. Ooh, there we go. Ouch. That's enough of that. I'm not going back in there with all those flies. Ooh, almost 1 trillion. I wasn't expecting that. Pizza time in 30 seconds. Oh! Oh god! Well, it's okay now, we got what we needed. Everything else is just extra now. Pizza time in 15 seconds. Let's leave. That's too many flies. I don't think we're gonna hit 1 trillion, but got darn close. Get a different ending now. Explosion so big you can see it from the escapes the whole galaxy. Alright, let's see what people have been saying. So many messages. You were asking about Lake Feppard's Q&A. Multiplayer's getting a lot better. I filled a nacho with mozzarella and one with tomato paste. No! Favorite part of the music is all the wahs. Yeah, Cassie keeps trying to insist that that is Pac-Man singing. And I said, no, we can't say it's Pac-Man because that's copyright. Really like the music? Yeah, Cassie did the music. This is approaching the amount of pizza you eat. Yeah, Cassie did the music. She did a good job. She was working on that right up towards the end, too. Here's your pizza dance again for you. It's not singing, it's rapping. Rapping is a certain kind of singing, I think. I still really like this little animation I have for when you unlock a stage. I like it so much, in fact, let's look at it again. Look at that. That's a totally programmed animation, by the way, so that's why I'm extra proud of it. Did they get any new modifiers? No. I'll show you this one, though. Watermelon Time Explosion. Cassie designed the song on the main menu to sound like it's being played over a radio in the pizza place. Winner of the Miss Pizza Time Beauty Pageant 6 years in a row. She always puts her full effort into it, despite the fact that she's the only one who's ever entered. You have a craving for pizza now. Nice. We wanted to see the clouds background. We caught a couple more. We got neon space and space. Thank you for your contributions to the chat, Ash. And here's Endless Mode, which we haven't unlocked yet. I didn't get all the way to Endless Mode the previous time I streamed this, but I will stream it this time, once we get there. Assuming it doesn't take too long. Alright, time for Spike Alley. Let's go back to 5 minutes. Go back to the hardest difficulty. We need to get, although that might be setting myself up for disaster, because we need 100 billion. You saw how long it took me to get to that previously, so... This is one of my favorite backgrounds in the game, by the way, the clouds. And now we are watermelons instead of pizza. You still shoot pepperoni though, because it was a little more work than I felt was worth it to try and redo the pepperoni graphics for every one of these, but I do represent them as seeds on the watermelon. Get out of here. Alright, not bad to start. Whew. Ouch. I got him. It was a good shot. Ooh. So yeah, these, the Borbos, the little spiky guys, I'm planning to make sort of like they're going to be in most, if not all of my games going forward. They're going to be sort of a staple of my games. And sort of something that ties them all together. There you go. Seems like the pizza star is still very pizza-y. Yeah. There's a lot of like textures and animations and stuff was a little bit too much to redo multiple times, so I just I just decided not to, but it was really easy to replace the pizza sprites, so I went ahead and did that. Because they're not animated or anything. And I can just plop one in as a replacement. Let's just jump right there. What have you sent in the chat, Ash? Can't look at the moment. There you go. Oh boy, oh, they're all coming for me. Oh dang! No! I risked it and it was a bad idea. So yeah, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the game, go ahead and ask. I can answer anything that you're curious about. I don't want to do that one. I don't want to do this one either. Let's get a few things here and then leave. Whew. Oh, 2 seconds. I don't have 2 seconds. They're coming for me. There we go. Drop my multiplier quite a bit, but I can probably get it back up here. Oh yeah, this is a much better area to be in. More open space. Ow! Well, I say and then I get killed. Alright, well we're a tenth of the way, a little over a tenth of the way where we need to go. Oh no. I think at this point, Ash, you've said enough nonsense in the chat that we've like listed enough, we've whitelisted enough words that that's okay. Oh, here we go. Time to focus. Ouch! That's not focus. That's running into Borbo. Alright, I'll check out the chat again when we're done here, once I hit my goal. Oh! Oh no! Oh! Poopy. This is here, I have to refrain from saying uh-oh stinky. Oh! Almost squeezed through there. Time to leave. Oh, Biss has got you covered there, yeah. Biss got you covered with the answers. Oh, poop. I missed one and that was a mistake because the flies are there. Oh yeah, so the difference between tough and aggro mode is that aggro mode, so usually the flies will run into obstacles like the Borbos and stuff and stop and turn around a few times before they can get past them, whereas on aggro mode, no obstacles get in their way and they'll just come right at you. And also they immediately start trying to flank you and things like that, whereas on other modes you have to get far enough for them to start attempting to flank you. Ouch. Well, we didn't get 100 billion, so I'm gonna have to turn down the difficulty, but we'll try. Available, rare is the pizza slice that survives being put through a grinder. Alright, let's put down the difficulty. I'll show you a different background as well. I'll show you one of my favorites, which is Neon Space, which is also the first one that I made. I'll put out my stream announcement again, and I will look at what Ash said. Oh. Just checking what's going on here. Alright, everything's good. Stream announcement is out again. You may want to show people a low score. Yeah, we'll get there. Right now I'm just trying to make sure we unlock everything. All the circuits on the stream. So I have to get high scores for that. Alright, let's show you Neon Space. Did we get a new trading card? No, we didn't. I didn't think we did. Well, I'll stay with the watermelons for now. Anybody who joins the stream now is going to be confused why there's watermelons. This might be good. This might get me to 100 billion. Here's space. One of my favorite backgrounds I made. So on easier difficulties, the flies don't chase after you immediately, and instead they start out confused. Oh! There we go. Want to see Biss's background. Yeah, Biss's background, well, it's not necessarily the last one that unlocks, but it's like the least likely to unlock, so it will likely be the last one you get. If you want Biss at the end of the stream, I can load in my completed save file, and we can take a look at it. I just want to kind of give a look at what it's like actually playing the game. For now. Before we just cheat. Let's jump there. Pizza in space. Except for its watermelon. You like that? You worked real hard on it. Yeah. You did a good job. Yeah, you should be proud of it, Biss. Oh! Oh, Biss, if you want to link the game in the chat for me too, that would be good. I don't think we've done that yet. People might like the link to the game. So this circuit, by the way, Spike Alley, is the first circuit in the game that I made. Back when there was only the Borbo hazards. You think you got enough links to it? Ouch. Okay, I'm leaving. Get out of here, flies. You're ruining my life. Okay, where did the other one go? There it went. Ouch, that was almost disaster. Maybe spreading them out through the course of the stream would be better. It's not the best way. Ooh. Okay, we're getting there. I probably should have gone to 10 minutes again to give myself enough time to get 100 billion. So I think there's just simply not enough time. I don't even have a single billion yet. Not even close. Because I'm on chill, which sort of lowers the multiplier you get throughout the thing. Ouch. Cool card, though. Now this card has a description that Biss wrote. I think I changed it slightly, but it's mostly just what Biss wrote. Ow! I'm just leaving. Just no boot leaving. The pizza is so fast. Oh! Get in there! Oh. Okay, come on. 30 seconds. Yeah, we're not hitting 100 billion in 30 seconds. I hate to break it to you. Break it to myself. I hate to break it to you, me. But we're not hitting 100 billion. Well, at least we got a few billions. 6 billions. One less bump. Alright. This explosion again. This is one of my favorite animations I did in the game. So I'm glad we've gotten to see it several times in the stream. You don't have to get high scores to unlock the circuits, but like you can just keep playing it over and over and you can unlock it that way too. Just to make sure everybody gets to unlock everything, if they're just persistent and want to put in the effort. No, I wanted tough, thank you. And we'll go for full circuit. Let's do some different stuff. Oh, here's the new background. Sheet music. We'll do the notebook one. I like the notebook one. Let's go with no modifier for now. And look at the card. This one that Biss wrote the description for. Your cat is showing interest in these pizzas. This is very elegant demeanor and job as a catering planner. You may not realize that she also plays banjo in a folk punk band. Alright, 10 minutes. This should give us enough time to hit 100 billion. Oh, here's the notebook background. It's got Ella. This is one of my favorite backgrounds I did. Totally didn't write that card because Era teases you over not liking folk punk. Alright, time to focus. Ouch! Why do I always say time to focus and then immediately bump something? It's like I'm doing it on purpose. On purpose. There you go. Let's just jump, save time. Get out of here. I think it was a good choice that we made to make the song so long. Definitely is not repetitive that way, because there's so many different parts of it. Oh. It took quite a while to get the song made, but the final product is very good. I'm very happy with it. Cassie did a good job. What is my ideal pizza like? I like pepperoni pizza, and I like pizza with just bell peppers on it. Which is kind of an odd one, but I'm always like that. We usually get pizza from Papa Murphy's, and from there you have to make it yourself. Or not make it yourself, but like bake it yourself. So my mom like always customizes one slice of the pizza to be just bell pepper for me. And then the rest is pepperoni I also eat. Hold on, I was just looking at chat real quick. Just people talking to each other. Whew. Well, we're making good work so far. It's only been 3 minutes, but we're good so far. There we go. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Here we go. Good stuff. Yeah, I've had a few people ask or mention that they would like a mobile version of this game, so I'm definitely considering that. That I think is doable. I mean, there's so much garbage on the Google Play Store, I'm sure I can get this on there, right? I'm sure they will allow this. This is actually good stuff. At least I think so. I think I made a good game. There's some small little step in there. Ooh. Would this work well with the finger on the screen? It probably would be like in the corner. Like I'd probably do just sort of like a digital analog stick in the corner and like a couple buttons on the other corner. I think that would work well. So that your finger is, you know, not in the way of any of the action. I think you could also, like, drag your finger around the screen to move the pizza, if you wanted, but I don't feel like I could put both, like, you could do, like, digital analog stick and drag your finger around the screen, depending on what you want. Personally, I wouldn't like that one, because, you know, your finger would get in the way of stuff, but, I mean, maybe some people like that better. I'll leave them in there. Bluetooth controller support? I think that would work. I think that would natively I think I would probably just work with the code I already have for the controller. I don't think I would need to even change anything. And as for dragging your finger, that would work the same as because GameMaker like natively will register any mouse code as being the same as any touchscreen control code. Oh, we've hit way more than 100 billion now, by the way, so we're good. On lower difficulties, I can kind of just zone out and talk about stuff. Yeah, so the main thing I would need to add, so if the game does well enough, I will also add mouse support for the, for the menus, because that's missing currently. And then once I have that will just directly translate to touch control for the menus. So that'll be a good step to be done, and then all I have to do is make a digital analog. And I think there's already resources for that available, like you can just like get for free, somebody else has already made those things, and you just plop them in. So it wouldn't be too much work to get it set up for working on that. The only thing would be the pain in the butt to try and test it, because you have to compile the game, which takes a little bit, and then you have to move it to a device that you want to test it on, which will take a little bit, and then and then test it. Unlike on the computer, where I just compile it, and then it's for the computer, so I just run it. Let's just leave here, we're wasting time. Also, yes, the chat is. And so am I. Oh! I don't know what the heck happened there. My mistake. Let's just leave. Let us leave. Let us leave. I need to think of... Oh, well. We got a trillion points, so we're good. $1 trillion. We reached $1 trillion on the stream. I'm gonna put out the stream announcement again while I'm at a stopping point here. You can enjoy the dance. Thank you, Ash. Thank you for your highlighted message. I think I should have some more backgrounds here. Alright, here's another favorite background of mine. We'll play Zap Zone with it because it's fitting. Watch out for electrified spiky guys and flies that live here. Maybe they've been drinking electric prune juice. So here's the circuit board background. After this, I will intentionally get a low score. And then we'll do endless mode. Assuming I unlock it. So yeah, this is Zap Zone. Then we have electric Borbos. And they zap. If anybody's got any more questions about the game, feel free to ask, once again. Reminder that you can ask me stuff. Oh, and here's the electric flies. Bis came up with the concept for those, and programmed those as well. Oh, poop. I wanted to have electrified flies, but or I thought of just making them like the electric Borbos, and it's just sort of electricity that appears around them. But Bisty had the idea of attaching them like that. And I knew how to program it, so... Would you consider making a DLC with story mode? Or any DLC, or merch? That's kind of an idea I had all along, because there's like sort of a story mode in Pac-Man Championship Edition 2, where it's just sort of like small missions you have to accomplish. And I was thinking about doing those if I had time, but I didn't end up with enough time to do something like that. So maybe eventually if the game does well. Oh, that's a lot of electricity you're bringing there. Oh yeah, the glitch that was on the stream last time I played this, where sometimes the electricity remains after you defeat the flies, has been fixed. That doesn't happen anymore. Oh. There you go. So we need 350 billion to unlock the final circuit. My final circuit. Goodbye. I get it, this one's really a circuit now because of this background. You've been asking me to make a visual novel? Oh. That was stinky. Still got plenty of lives though, let's be careful. Time to focus. Wait, why isn't a visual novel made by me a haunting concept? It'd probably end up like Doki Doki Literature Club, maybe? Let's get out of here. Ouch. I'm leaving. Still got 6 minutes for this. Let's get a move on, we haven't even gotten 1 billion yet. I don't know why I tried to do that. Thought I could outsmart the fly, but... apparently I cannot. Ow! No, stop! You dingus. I'm yelling at my own video game. Is that how I know I made a good video game? Yo. Ash! The electric fly is thick. Goodness gracious. Alright, we're in the billions now. Let's try and keep that up. The multiplayer's in the millions. Get them. There we go. Good shot. Oh. Well, I'm curious to know what people like about the game, or just from seeing it so far. I'm curious what people are liking about it. Come on. Oof. What's your favorite thing you've seen in Pizza Time Explosion so far? I'm curious to know. Okay, let's leave. Ooh, bad idea. I dropped a lot of multiplier. I'm trying to recoup that. Why did it have to go in there? Well, I got out of there without getting hit, so that's good. There should be more over this way. There we go. Oh, almost. I started losing it. I gotta take the long way to get around all those flies. Time to leave. I didn't want to do that, but we gotta. All about survival now. Oh. I take a breather. I'm a rad artist. The mushroom, oops, the mushroom card. Favorite thing is the giant pizza. The pizza girl. Your name is Ella. Inspiring you to get back into art? Oh, I see. You like pizza. The Pizza Time Explosions. Yeah, I showed the mushroom one. Yeah, that's Ella. Oh, come on. Well, that's 5 billion I'm adding. That's something. Not really close to what I needed, but I just leave it in there. There's no way I'm gonna get a lot there. It's kind of a tough area. This area though, I'm oh, up to 11. This goes up to 11. I accidentally killed some flies with that. Okay, I have to leave. Okay, if I'm getting times 11, I should be able to, oh, I'm getting times 12 now. I should be able to get up where I need in the next few minutes. This is what I needed. Okay, yeah, we're good now. It's dropping, yeah, because we got maximum multiplier now. Let's go for it. Let's get 350 billion. Let's do it. Let's not do that. Come on, I think we might make it. I need a little more. Ouch. Yeah, we made it. We're there. Thank goodness. Whew. If you're curious how long this game took, I mentioned at the beginning of the stream. It's been 6 months. I announced the game on April 30th of this year. Started working on it at the end of May. And released it today. So I'm going to work on it a little bit more in the coming weeks to get it ready for Steam, of course, but and then probably some more later if I'm doing that mobile release I was talking about. But one thing at a time. Today I relax and play it. And hopefully get people to buy it. We gotta, Cassie and I gotta really promote this game. So this game's gotta do good. I sent it off to Vinesauce. I'm hoping to get him to play it, because he plays the pizza games. Maybe I can get my other games on Steam too. I would like to eventually. The rights for the music, of course, are kind of up in the air at the moment, so that's a concern, but I don't know if I'm allowed to distribute those on Steam. And the answer is probably not, so... Although Cassie's interested to do new music for them at some point. And or we're interested in, like, doing remakes. So I'd love to do that kind of stuff. But probably a little while from now. Now would be a good time to have another card show up. I'd like a card. Just getting extra now, because we've already gotten what we need. Bad. I can't escape now, I'm out of electric brain juice and I'm out of pepperoni. So all I can do is collect. And try not to die! Ouch. Leave me alone. I'm just a pizza. Ooh! Ooh! I'm leaving, Steven. "30 seconds. Stop bumping me. Do you think Toby Fox struggles beating Sans Undertale? I'm still thinking about that dream I had about Toby Fox the other night, where he bought a bunch of pears, because he didn't know how to shop for himself. I don't know what to buy at the grocery store, I just buy pears. Straining and grunting with all his might. So that he can make himself as smart as possible so that he can defeat Sans Undertale. There have been games that have been updated and released as Steam editions before. Let me scroll up the chat in case I missed anything. No, I didn't miss anything. Pizza dance for y'all. Alright, you ready to see the secret final circuit? Chicken Town. Feral pizza-loving chickens inhabit this section of the pizza dimension. Why? I don't know, just be careful, okay? Before I do anything, I'm going to show this a little bit, but I'm going to intentionally get a low score. So let's give myself as few lives as possible. Oh, before I do there... Yes, chickens, says Shan. Secret, I say, on the official live stream. This is the first time I've shown it publicly. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you the little chibis. Did you notice these little chibi versions of Ella that I put on the difficulty selector? To represent the different modes. Get that. Aw. I take it people like them. Oh, let's do a different background. He's cute. Oh yeah, one of my favorite backgrounds, underwater. Let's go there. Chickens underwater. Let's go for that. I'm gonna get an intentionally low score, and then we're gonna do endless mode. And then that'll be about it for the stream. I'll have shown basically everything I wanted to. And talked about everything I wanted to. Sound effect for you. Okay, so I'm gonna try and score less than 1,000 points here. Here come the chickens. But I want a good amount of them at least. Okay, this should be good. Now I'm just gonna kind of forfeit it. So y'all like the chickens? The worst background you can think of is a desert or beach background because you don't want sand in your pizza. What? Why doesn't it like that word? Oop, I scored no points, actually. I forfeited too soon. Whoops. Oops! Well, you got to see that ending then. Let's get you the ending that I meant to show you. Beach pizza. I have to actually cash the pizza in before it counts as a score. And I'm a silly. That's where the pizza dimension is. You reach the pizza dimension by the trash chute. That's why there's all this garbage here. Because people have been dumping garbage into the pizza dimension. Oh, I don't want to die now. Alright, I've got less than 1,000. Now I want to be destroyed. Okay. Show you this. There you go. There's almost enough for an explosion. Let's get some more next time, okay? It says in the description, we don't know why the chickens are there. Where did the chickens come from? My beautiful high score up 786. Let's go for... We'll go for the regular background again for endless. A few more of these are unlocked. I didn't get any new cards, did I? No. Tired bis. Alright, time for endless mode. In this one, all of the circuits get mixed together. And there are power-ups, and it lasts forever. So you're just trying to go for a high score. And then if we reach 1 trillion points in normal endless mode, we unlock this one. And this one's a secret. Alright, time for endless mode. Hope you're all ready. Do you like how I showed how long there is until pizza time there? That's one of my favorite little things I put in the game. Oh, there's a power-up. Let's take it. Now I'm invincible. Because the pizza cutter protects me. Endless mode is where you're most likely to find trading cards as well, by the way. Pizza time in 1E2785 minutes. Oh, a trading card. The Bobo trading card. We might find one more before we end the endless mode. So yeah, that would be a good time for any last questions or anything you have about the game when I'm doing endless mode. Oh, come on. Stop it. There we go. Oh, another pizza cutter. I hope I get to show you some of the other power-ups. There are two more, and there's one more I'm going to put in before it releases on Steam. What is your question, Biss? Oh, do you have a limited number of max pepperonis? Yeah, as you can see, well, the pepperonis are represented by how many are on the pizza. And, you get pepperonis back if you have less than 5 and you collected all of the toppings in an area. Or you just lasted for the entire time. If like, the little timer gets down to 0, then you will get a pepperoni back next time. The only time you don't get back electric prune juice or pepperoni is if you do the jump early with the electric prune juice. The power-up I'm adding is, ouch. It's going to be the garbage chomper. It's going to be a little mouth that goes in front of the pizza and can destroy garbage. And flies. And it will make a chomping noise. So remember, we're going for 1 trillion. It's not only in the Steam edition. It's going to be in this. It's going to be in the itch version too. The only thing that's not going to be in the itch version is anything that's Steam specific, like leaderboards and achievements. Because obviously those won't work with itch. The National Pizza Dex. Millions of pizzas, pizzas for me. Millions of pizzas, pizzas for free. Pizza comes in a can, it was put there by a man. In a factory downtown. Okay, one thing Endless Mode does is every 11th stage is sort of a breather stage. I made an entire extra circuit that just shows up for every 11th stage in Endless Mode. Oh, here's the power-up, the magnet. Now all the toppings come to me. Yes, it expands. I just haven't gotten a lot of points yet, as you can see. Takes a while for the points to start building up. You gotta last long enough. Oh, missed it. Ouch. Didn't want a lot of zap. Didn't want any zap at all, for that matter. Can't jump yet. Oh. There we go. Ooh, another magnet. Good. Magnet's very useful. My multiplier should be getting bigger in just a little bit. I'm almost far enough for that. If you look in the left-hand corner, there's already a power-up indicator. Ooh, another trading card. And it starts blinking when it gets lower. Oh yeah, you can post a link to the stream Discord, and you can post a link to the Pizza Time Discord too. You can get that on my... I posted that earlier today. It ends once it starts blinking. Oh, there's a little other power-up. Now the flies are confused and won't chase me. Yeah, I agree about the fairies. Almost to where we can start getting bigger multipliers. I'm glad we got to see all 3 power-ups, and also that we got 2 cards. There we go. Endless mode, how the difficulty works, like how you get more flies, and then sometimes more hazards will be spawned in. How that works is there's just sort of a curve. It just uses algebra, and just uses like a parabolic curve to increase the difficulty. Oh, here we have some extra stuff being spawned in. A whole bunch of extra meteors. And there's baby flies. And there's chickens. I don't think chickens are usually here. Oh, multiplier can get bigger now, I think. Here we go, 11th stage, so we get a breather. Alright, our multiplier is going to start getting bigger now. There we go. Does the curve adjust or reset in any capacity on death? No, it's just for, you know, the progression of the mode. Like, it also controls how big the multiplier can get. Pizza cutter protection is very good. Suddenly, pizza ball grows. And we've hit the maximum multiplier, so we might hit 1 trillion if I'm careful. Get all those flies. Yeah, that was really good. I think that saved me. Ooh. Alright, I think we can hit 1 trillion. Pretty much immediately as soon as I was able to. I had a lot of practice at this. I had some difficulty getting 1 trillion the other day, but I practiced it more, and I'm pretty good at it. Yeah, I think we've got 1 trillion built up now. Ouch. Here we go, 1 trillion, we're good. Accomplished everything I wanted to on stream now. Let's see how far I can make it now. Ouch. Is there a higher star size than the white giant? There's one higher than this, where it's just like brighter and more white. And that is it. We thought about putting in a pizza black hole, but we didn't quite end up with time for that. Maybe in the future we can do that. There's always the ability to update stuff, so... Perhaps in the future we will still do that. Or neutron pizza. If this goes on for too long, I should probably just forfeit it. For the sake of the stream. But I'm having fun. I like this game I made. It's a good game. Get out of here. Oh, that was a bad idea to turn around like that. I bumped my head, my pizza head. Oops, you'd want to give that one a glow that takes up half the arena, but the thing itself is still small. Oh goodness. I may not have to forfeit it, endless mode just sort of starts getting tough. Ooh. Let me out of here. Ow. Oh yeah, one thing I almost forgot. I was going to show your background, right, Biss? We're going to look at that before we end the stream. I'm glad the cat is enjoying this game. The cat likes action games, huh? Games with a lot of stuff going on. And lots of colors. Oh! That was a bad choice I just made. 2 more to the next 11th stage. Carefully nudging myself through there. There you go. Ooh, there's a power up. Want that? Yes. I needed that. Get those flies off my tail. Let's get out of this area too. Let's get a nicer run. There we go. Oh, good choice to jump there. I'm happy with that choice. And now the flies will leave me alone, and I can just collect a bunch of stuff. Yes, I like this. There we go. Seems to find the flies most interesting. The cat. The cat's helping catch the flies. Ooh, maybe we can get 2 trillion. You gotta work for each trillion. Which is how I wanted it. I wanted each time you score 1 trillion points, I want that to feel like a big accomplishment. I think we're gonna get maximum pizza star in a moment. There you go. There it is. That's as big as it gets. Or as massive as it gets, I should say. I mean, it's small now, but it's very massive. Chickens are coming. managed to make it to Area 37. Well, we might get another trillion. I'll be happy about that. Ooh, yes. Almost. We're almost at another trillion. Let's see if I can keep this multiplier going. Ooh. Almost got chunked. Playing with fire sneaking through there. Ouch. Whew. Getting a lot of trillions. See if I can keep it going. We're gonna hit 5 trillion for sure. Got enough points for it. There we go. 5 trillion. Going again. Oh, almost, almost lost it. Stay away. I'm getting really lucky here with low amounts of crap being sent towards me. At 5 trillion, might make it to 6. I think 7 trillion was my maximum I've ever gotten. Oh poop. In any mode in the game. Oh my. Time to jump. I think it's coming to an end here soon. Oh. Oh. Yeah, the difficulty's picking up. They're not really stopping for any obstacles anymore at this point. Oh, there it goes. Finally got me. I can get killed 2 more times. The amount of flies that can be in the room at once is a lot higher in endless mode than in normal mode. Alright, breather stage. Look at how many flies there are. Ooh. Back up where I was. Stage 45. Endless mode is fun. I like endless mode. Oh, extra hazards have spawned. Get baby flies. Oh goodness. But we reach another trillion. So that's cool. So many gosh darn flies, Biss says. Oh! Oh, mama. Scringled by the flies. Look at them all. Oh goodness, and electric ones now too. Oh, we can fuse them now. That's what I needed. Please, please do not. Hold on. The electric ones don't get confused. I did that because if they were confused, that actually makes them harder to avoid because of their electricity between them. Making the electricity unpredictable seems kind of unfair. Get out. Get me out of here. Gotta jump. Gotta blast.
Need boxes there throwing stuff down.
Get out of here. Throwing garbage into the pizza dimension is bad, but what about throwing pizza into the garbage dimension? Is there a garbage dimension? Oh boy, this is getting a bit much. Oh goodness. Escape! Escape, escape, up, delete. Oh Dios mío. Oh no. Oh no. Ah. Look at them all coming for me down there. Oh, all of a sudden it ends. Is there anybody in the garbage dimension to eat it? And we explode so big it escapes the galaxy. It's visible on a galaxy scale. People seem to really like that galaxy I drew. $7 billion. Pinballed. We went from 0 to 7 trillion. Here's what tough endless mode looks like. This one gets harder a lot faster than normal endless. a pizza Big Bang. And then to get the last one, seems like getting a very, very high score in Tough Endless will unlock this mode. So you have to get a very high score in Tough Endless and you can unlock the final one. Which creates the pizza dimension. Plot twist, the pizza dimension is our future all along. So yeah. While I'm setting up to show you Biss's background, I'll show you the credits. Here's everyone who made the game, including me, and Biss and Cassie, and the stuff I used. Let's go ahead and rename this file. Back up stream 2. We're going to copy this one and paste it and call this just user data. Hello, Ash. We're looking at the credits. Oh, we'll look at the cards in a moment. It's going to unlock Biss's background. Well, I have all the cards unlocked now, so I'll have to put my other save file back in so that you can see specifically the ones I unlocked. Title screen's adorable. Yeah, here you go. Here's what Biss made. Oh yeah, here's Biss's sprites are on too. This is the unlockable stuff Biss made for the game. I think this one turned out good, Biss. I'll just fly around a bit here so you can see it. That's how it looks in the upper right, or upper left, excuse me. Oh yeah, Spiss told me that the Japanese just says Ella Ella Ella. There you go. That's the Biss background. Yes, there was a fairy. Yeah, there's the fairy and there's mayonnaise. And you're putting fairies on the pizza. Thank you, Biss, for your contributions. I'll let you all see the intro animation if you hadn't seen it, as I get us back our previous user data. That's the intro. Gives you Pepsi Man vibes. You put yourself on pizza all the time. Alright, I'll show you the 2 cards we unlocked, as requested. Here you go. The signature Pizza Time pizza slice, only $3.99. Trying to take up a vegan diet, but she just can't give up putting cheese on everything. Incidentally, she's always wondered why she gets funny looks when she goes out for ice cream. There you go. This also came up with this description. Had fairies for more crunch. These are the 2 cards we got. Pizza and Borbo. I like these 2. One last thing I can show was... What was it? I was going to show something. Oh, I can show you the extra menu. We can wait for that. So, yeah, one last check for if anybody's got any questions about the game that you'd like to know before I end the stream. Oh, and you can link to the game one more time for me, Biss. Anybody wants to go check it out and possibly get it. If you've enjoyed my stream, you might like to play it yourself. And here's the secret. You may recognize what this is a reference to. So yeah, that's Pizza Time Explosion. Thank you. Can you link the game again for me real quick, Biss? For everyone to click on? Reference to an obscure game, Donkey Kong. Oh sure. You should make it an entire Easter egg game mode. I was thinking about that, but or if I had time, but I didn't end up with time. And Biss didn't want me to make it like an actual Pac-Man clone, which was my initial idea, and I didn't really have anything else that I wanted to do with it, so it just didn't happen. Possibly, maybe in the future I can put something in there. Because again, like I said, always updates that are possible, so just depends on how well the game does. So yeah, Pizza Time Explosion is out now, and I hope you enjoyed checking it out with me. Because Namco gets very angry when people make Pac-Man clones. Pac-Man was just a big inspiration for the game. A lot of the stuff in the game was inspired, well, specifically by Pac-Man Championship Edition 2, as I mentioned, so I had to put in a Pac-Man reference, a big Pac-Man reference somewhere, as an homage. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Now that I'm done working on this game, mostly, be sure to pick it up and show it around. Well, thank you, Alfie. Yeah, now that the main part of this game is done, and I only have to do a little bit of stuff in a week or two to get it ready for Steam, I'm going to be back to my usual streaming schedule, which is twice a week. And Biz and I are going to be streaming Spark the Electric Jester 2, and I intend to finish Plock and Zombie. And then after that, I'll figure out other stuff to play. So thank you all for coming here today. Yeah, like Biz says, thanks for being here, everyone. And I guess I'll see you on Tuesday with some regular streaming. Are you sure you want to quit? Yes. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.